Are your D&D games boring? Do your players look at you with lackadaisical smiles as you pull out yet another boring combat, constantly repeating the endless cycle of roleplay, combat, roleplay, combat, roleplay, combat, over and over until everyone is just sick of it? Well, do I have the solution for you? Minigames! From Mario Party to drinking parties, who doesn't love a good minigame? And in this series, that's exactly what we talk about. Minigames! Today we're going to be talking about a game that I am calling Collider, as it was inspired by a game called Collider from a Star Wars novel. What you'll need is 16 D6 and lots of coin. Collider works like this. Players bet on how many collisions they think will occur in this round. Odds for individual numbers can be set, or a set rate for a bet to make a guess could also be a way to do it, if you don't want to deal with odds and things like that. Once all the players, NPCs included, have made their bets, the DM or the dealer rolls 2d6 and sets the numbers that collide. For this round, it's 6s and 1s. Now, the dealer rolls 14 d6. The dealer then tallies all of the 6s and the 1s. For this roll, we have 3, which brings our total number of collisions up to 3. The round continues, and for every collision that occurred, 2 d6 are rolled. 2 more, bringing our total up to 5. And now, 4 d6 are rolled. Here we only have 1 of the 2 that collide, and so that brings our total up to 6. Now for this, we only rolled 2, because the last round we only rolled 1 number that collided, so we're only going to roll 2 dice. 2 d6 for every collision in the prior roll. There's no more, so that means our total is 6. Oh wait, oh, that's a 9 too. That's a 9. I need to mark that. It's upside down in the camera. So here we see that we've had 6 collisions, but no one that bet has hit the total. What happens is a new round is had, but the pot stays in play. Another round goes. Let's say everyone keeps their same numbers and bets again. The dealer sets the numbers that collide. This time it's 4s and 3s, and rolls 14 d6 to start the collisions. 5 collisions. Now, because we had 5 in that roll, 10 d6 are going to be rolled next. Total collisions are at 5, 6 collisions. Then we're going to roll 2 dice because we only had 1 last roll. And that's it for a total of 6 again. Well, two times 6s in a row. Once again, with a 6, no one guesses correctly and no one wins the pot. This continues and continues for rounds and rounds. Let's say that this continues for a few more rounds. And the pot's finally up. It's a big old chunk of change. But let's also say that 2 people bet on the same number and they hit it. And they win. You might think, oh, they split the pot. That's not how that works here. If 2 or more players guess correctly, a refire occurs. When a refire happens, the incorrect players are eliminated from this round. The 2 players bet on what they believe the new total will be after the dealer rolls an additional 14 d6 one time. So let's just... There was 5s and 1s this round that were colliding. We're going to change this guy 15, and this guy's going to say 14. And we'll see if either of them get it. Oh, we lost the dice. 15, 16, 17. So no, neither one of them would have got it. That means that this would have then carried on into a new round once again. Collider is not meant to be won frequently, but won big. If in your game you want the pot to grow faster and you want your players to be able to win money, having a D20 to randomly decide what numbers NPCs will bet on can help a lot, because then you can just have a set rate and continue to put money in for each one of those D20 rolls. This is a great way to get your players spending some of that money, maybe turning it into more money. If you have players that enjoy gambling or going to casinos, this is a really fun game to play in there. Not only can it be used as a dice game thematically, but it can also be used as what it was originally designed after, which is a particle accelerator, essentially, with particles bouncing around, colliding with one another. But if you wanted to use this in a way that was not gambling, this could also be used as a way to accumulate a DC or saving throw in front of your players for an environmental effect or a trap that has been sprung. You could roll the collider dice, the 2 dice that set which ones hit, and then rack up this number, and it could be something small, or it could tick up somewhere in the 20s, and it could be a great way to build tension for your players as they see this task literally mounting in front of them. It gives them time to plan or come up with ways to save their skin if they realize that the saving throw is just insurmountable. Another way that this could be used is somewhat of a desperate situation, a Hail Mary of sorts. You could give them the chance to forego a roll and damage and say, if you can guess what number is going to hit and you hit it, then you can one-shot this creature. You can perfectly succeed on this task. It could be in a situation where the need is incredibly dire, where there's no real chance and it's all or nothing, and you could pull this situation out as opposed to having just a single dice roll with advantage or disadvantage. And that is the mini game for today. If you guys have seen something like this or played in a game with a system similar to this baked into it, please let me know down in the comments so we can all look into those games and learn ways to build more mini games for our players. Please like and subscribe to stay up to date on all the new videos and mini games and all the fun stuff I'm going to be doing in the future. Share this with your DM to get out of the rut. But until then, be good, be kind, and I'll see you in the next one.